to you, Laisha. And
Mhm.
so the thing is that you may be correct because that's not the first like group that I seen pop up with this original intent was for that, right? The problem is, and I think this comes down to the developers and the people who are moderators and administrators over these pages and these apps. The moment you let the riffraff in, the whole entire point of the app goes out the window, which wind up leading people to look at it the same way that real dope would look at it. Is that once you start letting everybody come in, and it becomes the T app and not the app where women can actually vet men and potentially understand, like, hey, before I get into this situation, is the abuse? It becomes, hey, sis, is this your man? Now everybody looks at the app differently because now it done lost its original purpose, which was to actually protect women. Now it's just a bunch of people up in there gossiping about men, and you know what I mean? It's basically smut. It's not to protect. It's all smut. So it kind of hurts. Like when these people come out with these apps, they should moderate them to protect against that type of stuff, and they shouldn't allow people to come in the app and just bring smut to the app because it loses its original intent, that which was to protect the women who were actually using the app for its intended purpose.
Also, the name T, like that already threw it off. If it was to protect women, they should have had the authority, the cops or whoever they do the background checks with. That should have been part of the app, so you can actually really look up the person
It is.
properly. Okay, so it has that.
Yeah,
Okay, all
you
right,
can
good.
do
All right,
actual
cool.
background checks on anybody that you want to run their name on. That like you can do background checks. You can ask for like evidence. Like for instance, if somebody says, um, "Oh, I that's also my boyfriend," and a girl can be like, "Well, nah, I've been dating him for 6 months." Okay, prove it. Now she can respond with posting a picture of him and her together.
Yeah, but she could be lying. That literally could have been 3 years ago when they were dating. Maybe she just doesn't want him to move on to find, because very few women are happy when the exes move on to something better. Very few exes are happy when their man finds a new woman when they didn't expect him to find a new, better looking woman. So clearly, there is no way to find out is what this woman is saying about this man true. All they do is gossip. All they do is make up shit about men, and men are not there to defend themselves because obviously it's an app only for for women. Some men apparently have tried to get into it, but you can't really get into it. So at the end of the day, all women can do is talk trash about men, defame them, assassinate their character, and men can't defend themselves. But it's like I heard men, made an app for themselves and to a shut down. So the double standards again. I even heard on Tinder they're gonna make something where women, I think, can select men based on their height, and then men are like, okay, hey Tinder, what about you give us an option of selecting women based on weight? And Tinder said no. It's like they're picking and choosing, and it's like, why would men still date in these times? Why would you put yourself through this? This is literally, I don't know. This is emotional abuse. This is character assassination. This is, waste of your money, to be honest. Dating in 2025.
And then another one, and then another one. Okay, now this woman has proof. She's not just is spewing libel and slander.
How's that
So now
proof?
you know that your man is cheating on you.
That's
You
not
know that he's stepping out.
So
Like,
it's just basically like you can investigate and find information on a guy, but then you could also have private chat where you're discussing information about the guy, which is
well, that part it doesn't have to be. I mean, it's not like that's private. It's like literally you're posting a picture and you're like I've so one
Like it's
girl
like a free
said
fall.
like,
It's like a free
oh,
fall.
he's cute and I'm interested in him and he's saying he's not seeing anyone else. Can you guys confirm that like he's not seeing anyone else? And if it just so happens that he gets red flags and then that girl responds with, oh, well, I am seeing him. Okay, can you prove that to me? and then she posts a picture of them. Like it's the essential. It is the same setup as you post something on Facebook, and then there are a bunch of comments.
Question: do you how would you feel? Do you think it's okay to do that? Do you think it's okay for a woman to go inside an app and be like, "Hey, I'm dating this guy. I want to know if anybody else is dating
She's
him." And
gonna
he
say
says nobody
yes.
else is. You think that's okay?
Yeah. I
So
mean,
what?
See, Anisha's gonna say yes because it benefits her. Imagine, because like I said, they tried to make an app for men and it was shut down. You know why? Because it doesn't benefit them. It doesn't expose them. You feel me? Because I'm telling you, if there was an app for men, because I even heard there's a Facebook page for women doing the same shit where they try to expose men, they make up stories because there is no way to prove. Because women will say anything about you if they don't like you anymore, or if you even if you refuse to take them on expensive dinner date, or even if you're fighting to see your son, what they will say anything so that other women can hate you or to play victim.
you're not. You're not.
Okay. So my question is, what if you found out that the man that you're talking to posted your photo inside of an app and he said, "Yo, anybody dealing with her? She told me she ain't dealing with nobody." How would you genuinely feel?
I would feel like he felt the need to like do more research, do more vetting, make sure
Violated.
he was using his discernment correctly. Because I will also say, now I'm not when I'm saying this, I'm speaking directly to my city again, right? The men in my city, when they found out about this app, they then made an Instagram page, right?
Mhm.
And that was their get back because a lot of them felt like, oh, this will be my ha moment. We're gonna get back at y'all, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So they started doing that. They started doing like posting pictures of the girls, like saying, captioning it, "Oh, I like this little fine shit. Anybody
Yeah.
fucking with her?"
Yeah. Yeah. I would
Like
argue that most women would probably stop talking to that man after if they found that
they
out.
didn't.
I'm just saying, I would argue that most women, that would be a
Well,
turn off for most women.
They
well,
they didn't. Like
Mm.
most of the time what it turned into was the same way that y'all have a response, the response that y'all are giving to the women is the response that the men gave to the men, which is that's some fine shit. You better hide that. Why the hell would you post it? Now I'm finna go try and find her.
Well, yeah, if she
Yeah, but women don't do that. No woman posts some trash about me and then the next woman says, "Oh yeah, he's such a trashy man, I want him." Maybe the ones who are like really toxic, but if my character has been assassinated by some random woman I don't even know and other women piling that I've never met, no other woman is just gonna be like, "Yeah, that's the man of my dreams."
not a hoe, but if she's a hoe, they probably gonna run down the "Oh yeah, I just had her last week. Oh yeah, in the car. Oh, yeah, we was in a movie theater. I got her."
I think
I
if
mean,
they
I
if
don't
they a
think
hoe,
that
they're gonna get more action.
I
'Cause,
don't think that
like,
this is any different than like everybody on here has their generation of this same thing. Whether that's you pulling up Shorty's picture, going to your homeboys and being like, "Oh, I like her. This who I think this who I might be fucking with." Whether it was word of mouth, whether it was MySpace, whether it was Facebook, whether it was Instagram, we've all had our app, our talk,
That's not
our
true.
like it just depends on the generation. Now all of a sudden that it's turned into a literal app outside of
Ugh.
making it a Instagram page or a Facebook page. I don't see it as any different.
It's an issue because men are not there to defend themselves. It's an issue because you cannot justify and verify every single thing people are saying about men. Now, you as a feminist, I could see how that makes you happy because any man's downfall is a celebration and a party time for you. But if that was the case, if you really want to be fair as a feminist, then why was the men's only app shut down? And that's all men are saying. It's like, if you're gonna make all these things about men, make up stories that men can't be there to defend themselves, men should be allowed to make an app about women and say whatever they want to say, but you're not going to let that happen. But anyway, what do you guys think about that T app? Shout out to Lapeef, link down below. You guys better be careful, man. It's tough out here dating.